So I thought just for the laugh of it, I'll play around with an Astro Oracle reading for each sign for the week. So let's play and let's see how this works, because I'm winging this completely. Okay, so as we work with the astrological signs, we'll start off with Aries first. And what you can also do to make this more personal for yourself would be to consider your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign, and reading each reading per your sun, moon, and rising. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's play. Let's see how this works out. Okay, so for Aries, let's give this a good shuffle, and I'll take 3 cards out for Aries. What can Aries expect this week? This is fun. Okay, let's see. What do we have for Aries? We have Truth Be Told. So this card is all about being authentic, being real, speaking your truth, calling a spade, remembering the overarching energy for this week of letting that truth pass through a filter. Remember, as in, is what you're saying useful? Is it kind? Is it true? If so, say it gently, not in typical Aries shoot from the hip fashion. But then again, Spirit is saying, if you need to, but just remember to let it pass through the filter. So speaking your truth, very important. The next one, happy. Now, what this card talks about is making light of a seemingly very difficult situation. And that's what Aries people are pretty good at doing. They're pretty good at being optimistic, and they can switch very quickly as well. So if you're finding yourself in a bit of a ugh over the last couple of days, you can find yourself snapping yourself out of that by choosing to make lemonade out of lemons, right? The next card that comes up is a deep knowing. So this kind of ties in here with the truth being told. So trusting your intuition and trusting your deep knowing that ultimately you're going to be okay. And what will make you okay is choosing your happiness. Okay, that's Aries. All right, let's put these back in the deck and let's go to the next astrological sign, which is Taurus. So what can Taurus expect this week? We have 3 cards again. And that one, Taurus, we have flexible. Now, being flexible for our fixed signs, whether it be Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or I'm missing one, Aquarius, it can sometimes be a bit tricky for a fixed sign to be flexible because fixed signs are very set in their ways. But in this week, Taurus, you are being asked to be as flexible as what you can. And I'm hearing the word being adaptable, especially to changing environments, right? Be flexible. The next one says Treasure Island. Now, this relates to wealth, riches, abundance, treasure, right? So obviously you're wanting something quite big here, Taurus. So you're being asked to be flexible as to how that turns out. The more flexible you are, the quicker your treasure will come. And if you are loyal, if you're loyal to yourself, to your heart, to your path, your loyalty will pay off if you're flexible. Okay, that's you, Taurus. Okay, let's put these cards back. Let us go to Gemini. Gemini. What is here for Gemini this week? Okay, let's see. Gemini. We also have deep knowing here. Now, this is something Gemini people are quite good at. They're very logical, very analytical people. So they seem to know things without them really knowing how they know, but they know, right? So trust yourself this week. Trust that deep inner knowing of what you know is good and right for you. The next one that comes in is Here and Now. So this card talks about remaining present, right? So knowing what you know, let your focus be in the here and the now. Don't be tempted to go back to the past, to going over old ground, unless you're wanting to see what lessons you've learned from the past. But keep yourself in the here and the now. No overthinking to the future, no overthinking about the past either. Be in the here and the now. And the next one says time to go. Now please notice this lady is dancing along this, looks like a deck or some sort of runway, or there's a word for it, it's gone out my head because it's Monday. So this card, if you look at all 3 together now, We know, Gemini people, what is good and right for you. You have a deep knowing about things. Remain present, no overthinking, and put the past behind you. All we ever have is the present, and the present is a series of nows, is it not? We are only ever in the now. So now is not the time to be living in the past or living in the future. Time to let go of what doesn't work for you, Gemini. Okay, so let us go to what is after Gemini, Cancer. Let's see what is here for Cancer this week. We have that one, and that one. Okay, Cancer, we have Imagine, right? Now, this card for Cancerians talks about really visualizing the future that you want, really focusing on where you want to be, how you would like your life to be. Because Cancerians are so sensitive, you guys are very easily drawn into what's going on around you. You very easily get sucked in. So try to take a step back of the drama that's going on in the world and instead lose yourself in imagination of how you would like your ideal life to look. Where do you want your future to be, or where do you want to be in that future? Lose yourself in imagination. Then the next one, Yin, it means be receptive, be open to receiving, right? So now it's not really a time for doing, it's more being in the feminine, which Cancerians are very good at doing. Lose yourself in imagination, be open to receiving, okay? And you guys also get flexible. And then this would mean be flexible as to how your future unfolds. Your future might not necessarily unfold the way you think it should, but be open to what magic can happen, because the universe, all that is so much more cleverer than what we are and comes up with better ideas than what we could. So be flexible as to how you get what you want. The more flexible you are, the easier the journey. Okay, let's go to Leo. I'm a Leo and we're going into Leo season this week. So let's see what comes up for us Leos. What is here for us Leos? Clean it up. Okay, now this talks about getting our hands dirty, which Leo people don't like doing. But this is about cleaning up the mess. In other words, if you feel you've done someone wrong, or you feel you've made a bit of a mess of something, it's time to swallow our pride, right, and clean it up. So that means making amends, healing some difficulties with others. Clean it up, right? The next one that came up was new life, because, okay, this makes sense. Spirit is saying as we clean up the mess, whatever the mess is, we make room for renewal. Okay, this is like they show me clearing the path. You clearing the path of what needs to go so we can bring in the new. Okay, because there is we're going into Leo season. This is Leo birthday time. It's a new beginning. It's a clean slate. So before we step into the new, we have got to clean up the mess first. Okay, and then we have breathe. Yeah, point taken. Okay, so this is about just letting ourselves be. We can't be everything to everyone all the time. Leo people love to be everything to everyone. We can't always do that. So let us remember to breathe. We've got a lot going on. We're cleaning up the mess. We're tying up loose ends. We're putting things to bed because we're welcoming in the new. We are evolving like butterflies. There's big things happening here for us. Let's take a step, one baby step at a time, and breathe our way through it. And this week will go very smoothly, I'm hearing. Okay, that's Leo. Let's put that back in there and let us see what do we have for Virgo. Virgo, what is here for you this week? Higher power. Now, as I tune into the energy of this card, I'm hearing Spirit say that for the Virgos among us, we want to understand we don't have to do everything by ourselves. Virgo people are also not the be-all and the end-all. They don't have to do everything themselves. It's time to connect with Source, connect with Spirit, connect with your own higher power, and work in tandem. Be open to working as a team here. Okay, don't have to do everything yourself. And come to the edge. So this means it's time for the Virgos to be maybe taking some risks. They're saying now's not really a time to play it safe. If there's anything new that you're wanting to start or bring into your world, come to the edge, right? You've got this. And then the last one says orphaned. Now this is about how you may feel as a result of coming to the edge, because maybe coming to the edge means letting go of something that was meaningful, right? And that might leave you feeling alone, right? But Spirit is saying that how else are you going to know what you're capable of unless you come to the edge and trust that your higher power has got you, right? And then you don't necessarily have to feel this way, right? So yes, they're saying a successful road can often be a lonely one, right? But just know that you've got this because your higher power is with you. So come to the edge. Okay, so that's Virgo. Now let's see, what do we have for Libra? What is here for Libra? That one grabs me. That one. And that one. Libra, we also have new life. How interesting is that? So here, the new life for Libra talks about a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a shift in perspective even, seeing yourself and seeing the world very, very differently. This is what the new is about for you guys. Truth be told, this card comes up for you guys as well. So this is, for me, as I put them together, this is about being your real, authentic self, speaking your truth, walking your talk, talking your walk, right? Being real, being authentic, and not caring two hoots what anybody thinks of you, because the image Spirit is giving me here is the butterfly coming out of the chrysalis, right? This is you spreading your wings and being true to yourself and not caring what anybody thinks. Then the next card, there might be a little bit of chaos and conflict with that. So as you are true to yourself this week, and as you honor yourself and let the new you come forth, that might not always get a whole lot of popularity in return, but that is okay. Spirit is saying this is how you'll know who your friends are. Okay. Interesting week for you guys, Librans. Okay, let's see what is here for Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, we have breathe. Now this comes up, Spirit is saying, as a way of abating intensity. So you guys might be feeling, because like I said in the main weekly energy forecast, there's going to be a lot of emotional stuff coming up this week for us. So just literally sit back, observe what you're feeling, breathe your way through it. They're calling it like a labor pain. As a labor pain comes up, we can't fight it, we can't resist it, but we have got to breathe through it. And then it passes. So whatever intensity comes up for you guys, Scorpio, this week, remember to breathe. Breathe, and it will pass. Then regeneration. So you guys might be feeling like you've been a bit ripped apart by recent events, what you've been going through, because the Spirit is saying that Scorpio people in general have been going through a lot of changes, a lot of big changes, and a lot of it is quite intense. So please know that you are busy regenerating, so breathe, okay? And then happy as a result. Very nice. So interesting week for Scorpio here, very intense emotional stuff. Breathe, and there'll be quite a nice happy ending at the end of the week. Okay, so after Scorpio, we have Sagittarius. Let's see, what is here for our Sagittarian friends? Sagittarius, we also have clean it up. Interesting, because this is fire, again, fire signs. So it seems like maybe the fire signs among us have been a little bit erratic or a little bit bull in a china shop-ish. So you might want to consider where can you clean up your act a little bit. Again, maybe have a look and see, have you maybe said something out of turn? Have you maybe been a bit judgmental? Have you maybe learned that your thought processes haven't really been productive? Maybe they've been working against you. Time to clean it up. Okay. Now, interesting, we have chaos and conflict. No, I'm lying, sorry, change in the wind. Because as you clean it up, You are making deep change here on the inside. You're busy transforming and becoming the next best version of yourself. So be true to yourself. It doesn't mean you have to change. It just means maybe adjusting your outlook on life, maybe adjusting some patterns of behavior that you're not really enjoying or that you haven't seen great results for, right? So clean up the act because you're changing, you're evolving. And the next one, serendipity. This card is a very happy card. This card has also got a lot to do with synchronicities. So as a result of you cleaning up your act, right, going through some lovely changes here, you're evolving, and you'll start to see how life just seems to click into place. And Spirit is saying this has got a lot to do with letting go of resistance. So have a look in your life and see what or who have you been resisting? What have you been pushing against the flow, right? Clean that up. Relax into it. Allow yourself to change, adapt, and adjust, and your life will fall into place. I'm hearing the word surrender. Let go of the need to be right. That's a tough one. Okay, now let's have a look at Capricorn. What is here for our Capricorn friends for this week? That one is hiding. Capricorn, to be fair. To be fair. Okay. So here, Capricorn friends, you're being asked to be true to yourself, yes, and also to have a look in your external world and see where have you maybe been a bit judgy. Where have you maybe been judging yourself too harshly or judging others a bit too harshly? It's time to be fair. Also, I'm hearing the words give and take. So in other words, if you've been giving too much, it's time to be a willing receiver. If you've been receiving too much or being a bit passive, it's time to be proactive. So find the balance there with that, okay? Can't make this up. Exchanging gifts, okay? So again, this reinforces the to be fair. Where have you been giving too much? Allow yourself to receive the gifts that are trying to come to you, right? Balance is key. And don't be scared to exchange. Also to share your own gifts with the world. Because Spirit is saying Capricorns this week are feeling a little bit low on confidence. Like they don't feel like they're really bringing much to the table. Time to show your gifts to the world. Okay. And chop wood. This one is about if you really feel like you're not doing too much, you're not really being very productive, get on with the basics. Chop wood, carry water, do what you got to do, and then everything gets done. Right. That's Capricorn. Now, what do we have for Pisces? What energy is here for Pisces? Our sensitive souls among us. Okay, Pisces, we also have to be fair. So here also have a look and see where do you need to create more balance in your life? Where have you maybe been a little bit unfair to yourself, to others? Also have a look and see where you've maybe neglected yourself, neglected others. Time to create balance. Also, I'm also hearing here with the balance of the giving and the receiving. Okay. Mending. This is about healing. Now, I'm hearing here very loudly mending of rifts. So if you've been having a bit of difficulties with some family or some friends, there's been a bit of disharmony, now is the time for healing, but we have to be fair. Spirit is saying don't be a martyr either. And also if we've maybe done something wrong, a little apology goes a long way. Okay, you don't have to say that you were wrong. You could say, I'm sorry we had that disagreement, or I'm sorry that this happened, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is all about healing for you guys for this week. And then we have all that glitters. Now, all that glitters is literally, as the saying goes, all that glitters is not always gold, right? So Spirit is saying here, it's time to review what it is that you've been wanting, because maybe what you've been wanting is not necessarily what you need. Okay, so this week for Pisces, this is about focusing on what do you need rather than what do you want. And then also taking a whole lot of balance and healing relationships along with you. Okay, so that turned out to be quite interesting. So let me know how that works out for you guys, and if you would like for me to do more astro oracles in the future, and I'll do those too. Okay, sending you all so much love. Have an amazing week. Take care and keep well. Bye.